And we are live.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and let's get ready for EJ Boxing Live.
To this date. To this date. Wilder coming at I got the weights here actually. I got the scales here. I'm here with my tag team partner here, YG. So YG, we've just seen the weigh-in, and I'm glad they didn't have them head to head. Fury gonna get knocked out, bro. Fury coming at 277. Wilder coming at 238. That's more than AJ. AJ came in at 230 on his fight. Wilder's gonna knock him out. I'm confident now, boy. What do you say? What do you say?
Well, I can understand why you feel that way too. Wilder do look more compact, but to me, it's still gonna come down like I was saying. Like when we talk, like I've been saying, it depends on how Wilder fights. If he come out, stay behind the jab, work the body, then maybe he could he could let something fly upstairs and catch Fury. But if he just comes out winging punches and all of that other stuff, I don't know. It could get what you call it. It could get funky in there.
Drinking to get funky in there, yeah.
Because their emotions gonna show that he might not come out and stay behind the jab. He might get back to just winging the punches. So to me, he gotta stick to the game plan. If the game plan is stay behind the jab and work the body, then try to land something upstairs. He got to put his punches together too. Like even with the knockdown that he got off of Tyson Fury, he put a punch combination together. It wasn't just him looping the right hand, So he gotta remember that, and he gotta not only use his jab, but he gotta step into his jab. So we gotta see how that plays out.
Well, I'll tell you right now. Well, you've seen the weigh-in. YG, you gonna make your official pick right now, yeah?
Well, I usually make my official pick after the weigh-in, but I make it before on the close of the show. I guess maybe if you want to see what the people listening.
So what YG, you've been telling me it's been the year of the traveler. It's not the year of the traveler no more.
No, well, I mean he is the what you call it,
the champion,
the lineal champion. So you this whole time you never been giving Fury his.
I ain't giving no credit. Nah, never.
I know.
I've been roasting Fury from the inception, boy.
So what you gonna do if Fury comes out and wins this fight? Are you gonna come out and give him his credit?
Hell no.
Are you gonna look up the next man up to try to beat him?
Yeah, that's what I'm on. Yeah, I'm gonna push my point. I'm gonna keep my point, man. I ain't playing with him.
I get it though, because you didn't believe in Usyk.
Yeah, you didn't pick Usyk now. Let's stop that bullshit right there.
Wait a minute, hold on. So
you never picked Usyk.
All the time behind the scenes, and I told you that Usyk is gonna come.
Did you say Usyk? You never made an official pick, man. That's what you do. You don't.
No, but even though you saying I didn't come on the show and make a pick, but when we talk behind the scenes,
I don't remember.
You don't remember laughing at me when I said,
nah. You did that. I don't remember. I think you picked AJ. You put AJ anyway.
My good buddy PMC remembers what I said.
Oh wait, PMC ain't here right now. That's it. We live. Hey, we got David. We're gonna hear David here. Let's see what David has to say.
Jumping around, body fat all over the place. You don't get that from training. No matter how tall you are, you don't look at. He's 2 inches taller than Wilder. Wilder has, probably 30 pounds less body fat than he has. So training consistently, looking after your health, not going out and doing crazy stuff, is what you need to do as you get older. I'm not. Hopefully, he's adapted his life, and you're saying he's like.
Another issue.
I have seen how he happens. I've seen him between fights, and he looks like he puts on a hell of a lot of weight. He blew up 10 stone.
Okay, and another new dynamic this time around. Very, very noisy here, even without the mass crowd we had for the last one. It was like a football match, but Caroline actually did mention it. You fed off the support you had late in your career. He's not going to have that this time round. Do you think that that's a factor for him?
What's that?
The lack of Fury support. Another month would have been 10,000.
Oh shit, it's gonna be Wilder.
I think both of these fighters are so mentally tuned up for it. It's not about the crowd. It's about them proving it to each other. Who's the man? Who's number one? I know Wilder's going to do whatever he needs to do. Fury, he's a natural.
He don't want to say the truth. He don't want to pick, man.
The referee can count to 10. They're both going to go at it. I don't think the crowd's going to make that much difference, or the lack of British sport support for Fury. I think he's just going to go out there and do what he does.
And he might have played to the crowd all this week, and that, for all we know, it might have actually.
Fury gonna get knocked out, man. What's up, Rob? What's up, Rob Gutty?
What's up, EJ?
Yeah, what's up? Who you got, man? Who you got, man? Talk
I
to
got
me.
Wilder, bro. I got Wilder all day now.
Who did you have before? Did you ever pick Fury? Did you pick Fury in the first fight?
I thought Fury. No, I never picked Fury. But after the second fight, I thought he will whoop him. But now this build up and everything I heard, the new trainer, the new weight, he looks good with Malik. So let's see.
Yeah. Hey, Fight Doctor just jumped in. What's up, Fight Doctor? So we got Rob Gray, Fight Doctor. Come on, give us.
Fight Doctor's in the house on Rick James status as always. What's going on, gentlemen?
Yeah, you know what it is. It's fight time. Who you got, bro? Who you should have weighed? Will Fury come in fat, man? Is that gonna play? I think he's coming. Listen, 3 rounds. If he can't get Wilder out in 3 rounds, he's banging in trouble. Go ahead, Fight Doctor. Talk your piece.
Well, I mean, I don't know. So I picked Fury in this fight.
Mm-hmm.
Fury at 277. Look. He doesn't look as good as he did for the last fight. You know, there's been a lot of talk about maybe he didn't have the best training camp. Who knows? But you know, I'm also concerned about Deontay Wilder having transformed himself into this sort of Adonis. You know, he's very muscular now.
Good.
And the thing about carrying all that muscle is that muscle requires oxygen.
Oh, that's a good point.
So, you know, now this is the heaviest he's been in his career. Now, you know, as you get older, you naturally gain weight, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I'm a bit concerned about, you know, what Wilder will be able to do as the fight wears on, carrying around all of this muscle. You know, now Tyson Fury's weight doesn't seem to be muscle, it just seems to be fat, or who knows? You know, and I thought Fury was gassed, you know, by the time that they called the fight in the second fight. I thought he was basically done.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just the issue was that for Wilder was that he had just taken a beating by the time they stopped the fight, and it was really he couldn't take advantage of the fact that from what I saw, Fury looked to be done. You know, so but you know, it's at the same time, Wilder is a 6'7" guy. You know, so you know, we've seen guys, you know, Lennox Lewis, you know, big guys carry, you know, this type of weight. And you know, still be able to fight later on in the fight. So I mean, we'll see. But there's nothing that I saw that's going to make me change my pick. I'm still picking Fury.
God, dear.
But you know, Wilder has a puncher's chance. And listen, I think Wilder would be smart to, you know, not make it a wrestling match. I think he would be smart to, you know, not get hit with the right hand as frequently as he was in the first fight. I think he would be smart to get his jab working.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think that's going to be key for Wilder. If he can't get his jab working, then it's just, you know, it'll be a repeat of the second fight, in my opinion.
Okay. Well, you know, I can see that. I can see that happening. Well, I'm not surprised about Fury. He shows like he hasn't been training. He's been eating, but Andy Ruiz was carrying that weight. It didn't look like it affected him against Joshua, even all 12 rounds. That guy was still there. You know what I mean? But, you know, it was hard for him to find Joshua because Joshua was on the move. Is Deontay Wilder looking to replicate that kind of strategy? We shall see. But it's very interesting, you know what I mean? And you know, a lot of people watching the weigh-in to see, you know, I see five, but they're heavyweights, you know what I mean? Fury's a better boxer, but he looks like he's out of shape. And I'm just gonna be I'm gonna go, let me go to BoxRec and see what his weight was on the second fight. 1 sec.
But EJ, he weighed in with his full clothes with a head, so it's not as heaviest. He was the heaviest 1 pound more against Sefer Safari when he was 79. So I don't think he's that heavy for this camp. Him and Sugar Hill are playing some games.
Because he wears his hat on. He wears a hat on and everything.
He came in with his full gear, with his shoes, with everything. So It's not
Yeah,
as
but
well.
he looked nervous, man. He looked. No, I bet that might be. He looked nervous. Did you see the energy? Like he's coming across like it. Why is he coming? I didn't even see. I didn't even see Hill. To be
He
fair,
did not. He did
he was
not
there.
train. He did not
Mm.
train like he did for the last camp because he had some issues back home, and he thought he was fighting AJ.
Yeah.
He had his wife was having trouble with his baby, and so I don't think his mind is in the right place. So
He came in.
and
He came in heavier a lot. He actually came in. No, he came in a bit lighter. Only about 4. He came in 273 Fury, and this one he's even heavier.
but he wasn't with his clothes. He weighed in with his clothes, so he was probably at the same weight.
The clothes ain't gonna that much. You gotta have. That's not gonna. It's not that much. It's that they don't care. Them clothes are not amounting to kgs. Not that much. They're not heavy. That hat. Fury. You see the thing is, yeah, you know what he's on in it. He wants to just walk Wilder down and pull it on him. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what he's on. That's what.
The
Yeah,
surprise
that's what
effect
he's on.
the surprise effect is gone from the second fight. Wilder knows what is coming now.
But Wilder's come in 7 kg heavier. He was 131 on the first fight. He was a bit too light. He's in this one.
How much is it in kilos?
Wilder's one two I don't know 238. But what I'm 238 pounds. I don't know. I'm not converting it to kg, brother. You can do that. But what I'm saying is that Wilder's definitely coming a bit heavier. So a bit more so he can deal with Fury, what Fury's bringing. But overall, you know, like listen, you know, body beautiful. If that was the case, yeah, Fury's lost already. But we know there's more. It's more than that. And the closes, Fury. How can you come in a bit heavier, bro? This guy's got lack of this. And you know the thing is, he didn't want to fight Wilder. He dragged him to court.
I know. The judge ordered the fight. Yeah, the judge ordered the rematch.
Yeah, and you know, I was listening to Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. Yeah, Skip Bayless is picking. He's picking Wilder because he said
they don't know boxing, bro. They're not boxing people.
No. But he broke it. No, man, they broke it down, man. He broke it down. He said, "Look, the reason I'm picking Deontay Wilder is because he's the consummate pro." And he said, "Fury, I kid you not, did he took him to court? Fury went to court. He didn't want to fight him. If you go to court, if I have to take you to court, you see Hassan Ratman when Lennox Lewis, yeah, he didn't want to fight Lennox Lewis in the rematch. You know, he wants to fight someone else and get paid." And then it's dragged his ass into court, and that made Lennox Lewis even more like, you know, more on it. So, you know, Fury, you could see in his energy. I mean, he's supposed to be the champion. Why are you yelling at? You know what I mean? You're supposed to be good. You're the one. You're cool. But you know why? Because he know he's gonna get his ass knocked out, bro.
That's looking good. Put on some good weight.
He looks insecure. He looks very insecure. Wilder looks comfortable. Yeah, Wilder put on a bit more.
And he won't be pushed around like in the second fight. He has more weight now, and his mind is in the right place with Malik. Malik is got his mind in the right place. So
hopefully. I mean, it all looks to get. I mean, he gave Fury the chance. You know what I mean? He gave him a chance. My man's getting the EJ. Yeah, Wilder's a Jogger Maestro cooked you. He didn't. When did he cook me? When did Maestro cook me? Maestro ain't got nothing on me, bro. Maestro come over here, I'll work him over. He on H Money's thing talking, it's reckless. But you know, like man to man there, I'll put it on him all the time, bro. Like, don't get it twisted, bro. Right, come over here talking that shit. Go ahead. EJ,
who you got on the FAR Jagba versus Frank Sanchez?
Yeah, FA Jagba, like probably Frank Sanchez could be him, you know, because FA Jagba, you have to see his stamina. So Frank Sanchez come on calm. Is he a Cuban, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Cuban.
Yeah, he's Cuban. Yeah, he could win that fight, but
he's old. He's old.
Nah, but he's relaxed. It's not about old, man. It's about experience, man. Boxing's about experience, bro. How you deal with like stress and breathing and stuff like that. Remember again, every time FA Jagba's fought an opponent, he's supposed to win, right? This is the opponent he don't know who's gonna win. So,
but I don't trust in these Cubans at the pros. I don't trust in these Cubans. These Cubans.
Wow, Cubans are great. Wow, man, Cubans are
great, but they don't fulfill their whole potential at the pros.
Who's that? Who? Which one? Go ahead. I'm listening.
Luis Ortiz.
Luis Ortiz.
The one guy who fought against Vitaly Klitschko, who bent his knees.
Yeah, that's Orlando.
Solis,
yes. Who else? Go ahead.
Rigondeaux was okay.
Rigondeaux's a world champion.
He had a good career, but he could do more.
But that's to do with promotion. Who else? Go ahead. I'm listening because I can go.
Robizi Ramirez, the guy against who fought against.
Jose Napolis, I can go keep that. I can talk about
Yeah,
Jose
back in the
Napolis.
day, but now nowadays,
Hold up. Kid Chocolate. No, as many as them other guys, yeah, I can just reel off a whole leap of them that really, really pull it on it. And the Cubans, you understand, yeah, America doesn't like Cubans, so they're not gonna push Cuban fighters. They have a blockade and a barrier against them, so they're trying to block them. Before that, they had no problem with Cuban fighters. They was getting, Kid Gatland, they were getting their opportunities. The moment they cross over, they kind of get thing. Like you look at Gamboa, yeah, he was winning, world champion. But bruv, for whatever Bob Aaron has made up some bullshit and destroyed his career. He been doing that regularly. So and he even tried to do Gamboa. You should have interviewed with Gamboa. He said about, I don't know why they're not giving him title shot. And the reporter said, hold on a minute, you're the one who didn't want to pay him. And he goes, get that guy out here. I was like, yo.
But hey, EJ, the Cubans don't make wise career choices because.
But they go with Bob Aaron. The reason I go with Bob Aaron because no one knows because they're in Miami and Bob Aaron picks them off and uses them. And then when he's ready, he puts them against other guys to beat them. So I'd say it's more to do with the promoter you're with. Even Eddie Hearn. Look how Eddie Hearn treated Luis Ortiz. He treated him terribly. He signed him and put people in there to make him look bad, to devalue him. He did it to Usyk. To get him out,
keep him away from AJ.
There you go. So when you're devaluing some of the Cubans, you have to look at the circumstances. Some select here a bit biased, but Wilder's a shell of himself. Wilder's a shell of himself. What the heck? Yeah, go ahead. I'm listening.
Gamboa had so many different promoters. He went with this German guy. I
don't know him.
Yeah, after the Olympics, he came to Germany. He was living
Truth in his word. Yeah, but what? Yeah, go ahead. I'm listening.
After that, then he went back to the States. I don't know which promoter he was at first, but then he went to 50 Cent, then to Floyd, then Floyd went to jail, and his career was on stall. So he wasted his prime years, no?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, look, listen, Wilder's knocking guys out at 206. He will kill someone that, yeah, exactly. He's stronger. He put on weight, he's confident in his team. Fury looks so nervous. I look at Fury, yeah. That's true. I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. That's cool. But what I'm saying is this, yeah. When it comes to Fury, yeah, and talking his thing, Wilder, it's like, no, I don't care what you say, bro. I'm a person because he's done him wrong. Fury's done him wrong in multiple occasions, right? Regardless of all the thing Wilder's accusation, this is two things I know that he's upset Wilder. First off, Wilder gave you a shot at his belt. He didn't have to. That's the first thing. The second thing, yeah, you didn't want to give him the rematch clause. All right, you didn't want to give him a rematch. I said, man, I had to take you to court. So it's like I give you something and you try to disrespect me. So, in my opinion, that man on that other side of the fence is got something. That's why the promoters try to stay away from Wilder again. And even Eddie Hearn's been trying to block out Wilder. So truth in his word, he calls it. Thanks for the donation. Truth in his word. You know what I'm saying? Everyone give their piece in that. But Rob Gray, right now, we're gonna see Wilder reclaim his belt, AJ reclaim his belt, and the two brothers should get it on because we don't get along.
I hope so. 3 years too late, but I hope so.
Yo, can I chime in for just 2 seconds?
Right.
So the fact that Wilder had to jump through all the flaming hoops that he did in order to get Fury back in the ring, in my mind, the fact that Fury was so intent on not following through on this rubber match, in my mind, that leaves or gives some credence to the whole, cheating allegations. Because if you beat the guy without having to cheat, then why are you so opposed to this rematch? Because essentially, Team Fury fought tooth and nail not to make this fight happen.
Yes. That's what I'm saying to you. And you got to understand, yeah, they bro, and then, Frank Warren's got on his YouTube, he's got black fighters getting knocked out left, right, and center on his YouTube. His Wilder getting knocked out. And that's like, there's some racist shit you doing there, bro. That's some real racist stuff they put on their thing, man. I'm like, yo, is that's where we at now? Is that where we at? Here he is. Dan the man boxing. What's up, Dan? Oh, he's got technical problem. No, listen, yeah, that's what Frank Warren's got. He's got. I was like, yo, why are you putting black guys getting knocked out left, right, and center like that? Like that's actually gonna happen. Like you wish that's gonna happen. They ain't gonna happen. Wilder's gonna get his belts back, and that is that. And he gonna shut Fury out. Then Fury gonna try to snuff it up to AJ, and and Eddie Hearn's gonna serve him, and that's gonna be the end of Fury. That's the end of him, man. We don't want to see you no more, bro. I don't want to see you no more. I want to hear from you. It's like Billy Joe Saunders. I want to hear you, smell you, nothing. You know what I mean? I'm gonna, bro. Billy Joe Saunders was the most satisfying beating I've ever saw. Now Wilder's about to give him some of that as well. I hope so. You know what I'm saying? I saw Tim Witherspoon. He was clarifying IFL the questions he had for Wilder, but I realized when he was doing that, he was trying to angle for a training job. And I think he either with Wilder or Fury, and I think he kind of upset Wilder in his question. To be fair, you know, I think he kind of upset him still. But
you're watching the British show tomorrow from Eddie Hearn in the afternoon.
You talking about the card in Liverpool, right? The card in Liverpool. Yeah, I'm not really interested in that. No, not really. Not really interested in that card still. But you know, this is history. You know, this history. America needs to get his belts back, and we need to have between America and the UK. Let's see what David Hay has to say. Some more. We've got more people on the panel.
David Hay picked Wilder to win.
Fury having his first heavyweight title defense.
Yes,
this is his first heavyweight.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
He's been a champion for years.
First heavyweight defense as well.
It's his first title defense, and it's very different to get yourself up. For instance, when I fought Nikolai Valuev, it was the biggest task. It was very difficult to get up for John Ruiz. Two different fighters. It was a mandatory. I had to take that fight, but the training was different. The mindset, it really took a lot more energy. And if you're someone who struggles in training anyway, who doesn't really look after yourself between fights, going back into the fight against someone you've beaten so easily, who you don't even want to have a fight with, you're trying to swerve the fight, and you're forced by a court to take the fight. Oh, okay, let's go through the motions. You don't want to try and just go through the motions with Deontay Wilder, particularly if he's got two arms.
Well, I think you will have. We're all very revved up.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Thank you very much for joining us.
Loud and clear. You see, David Hay broke it down. You see, David Hay broke it down and then tell you how it is. Why would you want to get in the ring with someone that you already took the court and you beat easy? You know, go ahead, Dan. Talk your piece. Go ahead, Dan. Talk your piece. Dan, go ahead. All I heard is, can you hear me? And that's it, Dan.
Shout out to Dan the man.
Yeah, he's having a technical problem, but he'll
testing 1 2 3 testing 1 2 3.
Yeah, he sounds fine, Dan the man. Go ahead, talk your piece. Testing sounding good. I don't think he can hear me though. You know, I think he can. If you're mute, Dan, you're on mute, buddy. Anyways, yeah, David Hay just said it right there. I think David Hay, everything he says, he sparred Wilder. I think he wants Wilder to win. I can see by the people around the panel, they're upset. They're upset what David Hay said, but David Hay said the truth. He said becoming a champion, that was the biggest task, but defending my belt is not easy against John Ruiz. He couldn't get up for it, and this is Fury's first defense. He don't defend no belts. There's a pattern with him, and this pattern's gonna be broken. And it ain't gonna be broken with Wilder though. He ain't defending the belts, man. He ain't defending the belts, and he didn't want to defend against Wilder either. This guy, man, I don't know. It's just
you heard David Hay, EJ. He picked Wilder to win.
He didn't actually say, but the way he was talking,
he said it.
It sounded like it, didn't it? Yeah, it sounded like
he said it at the end.
Yeah, he sounded like Dan the man's gone. He'll be back in a sec. Yeah, it did sound like he wanted him to win. It's a strange one, man. It's a strange one. But I think if Wilder was to win, I think he'd be good for boxing. Honestly, because he's busy, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, he's a busy, active, regular champion. Yeah, he'll defend the belt. And you know the thing is, Dillian White is next in against Otto Wallim, and that's a good fight. That's a good payday for him. Like Fury to me, yeah, it's like, yo, you're not serious, bro. All I'm gonna get is Fury. Like Billy Joe Saunders, more talking, and that's why I can't. Mate. Wilder says some mad things, though. Remember I was talking about he want to be pregnant. Wilder talking some crazy stuff as well. Yeah. Wilder talks some.
But the Wilder against White would be a great fight after that.
Yeah,
Wilder
all of them. Yeah, all of them. Like Fury, when he in these fights, yeah, it's like he's gonna nip it. And another thing I don't want to see is him singing. I don't want to see Fury singing after the fight either. That's
he
one.
He can't make his mind up. First off, he said by himself that he wanted to face White in December after he beat White after
He don't-
beat Wilder, and now he
Yeah.
said that the WC making a mandatory was like, nah, I don't want to fight him anymore.
You know what I think? Yeah, he doesn't even want to be the champion, Fury. I think he wants to go back to his kids and spend time with his baby and chill. I don't think he even wants to be here. To be fair, because you see when you saw him dressed with his hat and all that stuff and the t-shirt, he doesn't even want to be here. And that's what David Hay was trying to say about his mindset. You see why is his weight over the weight? Why are you over the weight you came in previously? You know what I'm saying? Everything about him is showing you that his eyes not on the ball, man. His eyes not on the ball. Then there's no rematch clause after this. Whoever wins, they don't have to fight each other. It'd have to be a voluntary. Let's look at Fury's weight when he came in, right? The first fight, when Fury fought Deontay Wilder, right? He came in at 256.5. So you must have say 257, right? In the second fight, he comes in at 273. See, this is a consistent theme. You see, the man's weight's going up, right? Now, obviously, you draw and then you got the win. Right now, in the third fight, he's 277 with some clothes on. So let's make it 275, innit? If you right, but what I'm saying is that that's still more than what he came in at 273. Wilder, on the other hand, is his weight's kind of gone up from the first fight. He came in at 212.5 on the first fight. The second fight, Wilder came in at 231, and in this one, he's 238. So Wilder's weight definitely increased. I kind of think he in the first fight he was more agile. I think he should have been. Maybe Wilder should have been a bit lighter. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he needs a bit of strength.
But the fight won't go long. The fight won't last. One of them is getting knocked out.
Yeah, it's not gonna go the distance for real.
Yeah, that's okay that he put on some muscle. He has to finish it inside 6 rounds.
Yeah, boxing in the heavyweight division, it's not about boxing, really, is it? It's about when let me land that punch. You can as Wilder showed you, guys, he can be outboxed, right, for like 8 rounds, like he was Ortiz and all these guys, and he'll just land one straight right down the pipe, and you're out, and that's it. That's what I'm saying. So he ain't worried about what Fury's bringing. And the thing is, he's seen him on the canvas twice. The only thing the difference is he didn't finish him off. His mindset was. To me, when he was trying to knock Fury out, he wasn't on it, like, you know what I mean? But this time, if he hurts Fury, I swear down, yeah, that they better have a good referee, because I think Wilder might hit him when he's on the canvas and get he better make sure he doesn't hit him when he's on the canvas and get disqualified, because they'll take that. You know what I mean? If he gets disqualified,
in the second fight, though, EJ hit him at behind the ear, so his equilibrium was gone and his legs were gone, and Fury still couldn't get him out of there. The trainer had to put so he has seen the power. He has nothing to worry about.
Man, but he blooded him up. Dan, what's going on, Dan? Why are you in the comment section? Bring your ass back up in there. Fury was battering, was breathing very hard after screaming at Wilder in the way. Yeah, he was. He looked out of shape. Yeah, see, he was. Yeah, he's sweating. See, it shows you're out of shape. I'm not sure about this bout. See, told you. I'm sure. 100. You have to be. See, the thing is, you have to put your stamp on it. EJ Boxing Life is going out on the limb. I shouldn't even be on the limb. I should be in the house. But I'm telling you, Wilder's going to knock him out, man. Knock him out. He has no other choice. He can't go points with this guy. Don't try. And in fact, Wilder never tries to go points anyway. Wilder, I tell you what, in this fight, Wilder's going to be who he's been. Unlike AJ, who's doing something else. Wilder's going to be who he's been for the longest. You know what I'm saying? So
you're going to put some dough in? You're going to put some dough on...
let me have a look. Let me have a look. See what's going on. Paddy Power. Let me have a look at Paddy Power. I'm
from Germany, right? So it's like €3.30 for Wilder to win. And Fury is like €1.30. So it's a clear favorite for the bookies. Like €2 difference.
Yeah. We'll see. Let me see. We got it. Let me see. All right, we got Fury, Wilder. Okay, let me see. Wilder's not a massive. Not gonna unless I have to go to let me see the odds of victory by victory. Okay, here we go. Okay, Fury. There's not much you get from Fury, but Wilder, the draw is 25-1. Wilder by points or decision is 22-1. Wilder by knockout is 11-4. See, it's not much, man. If I put a tenner down on that one, how much? 11-4. base. It ain't much. You ain't gonna get no money back. You have to put a lot of money to accumulate something else. So, but would it be a draw? Imagine it went back to the draw. I remember the first fight was a draw. That was shocking, isn't it? That was well shocking when the first fight was a draw. So, I don't know. Oh, Michael Thompson. What's going on, Michael Thompson? Let me put the link in the chat, man. See other guys in it. Fight Doctor only talks when he's talking to, unless there's something going on. You know what I mean? Where's Rafi, Fight Doctor? You know what I mean? Where's
I think he may still be licking his wounds from what happened a few weeks ago.
Andy Joshua, yeah, his balls have been licked. Yeah, he's finished. You see, a lot of them guys, yeah, who co-sign fanning channels, yeah, when that stuff happens to them, they don't know what to do themselves. Like the whole existence is built on one person, and when that one person's lost, it's like Anthony Joshua could actually be out of the game. Yeah, he's one fight of being out of the game. All that talk of Wilder didn't deserve this, Wilder deserves that. Wilder's about to get his belts back, and all them people talking negative about him, they're gonna have to eat a lot of crow, man. They're gonna have to eat a lot of crow, and people gonna go to their channels and abuse them. That's straight up what's going on. Dan the man.
Yo, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. We got background noise. But go ahead.
That's better. Okay, I'll make it quick. Hold on. Yes, just real quickly. Fury, 277. So he is almost about the same weight he was in the previous fight, but he doesn't look like he's in good shape for that, for this particular weight. Because if you look at when he was at 275, he looked in better shape, even though he was a bit, he's a lot heavier. Not saying he was ever a body Adonis, but I'm just saying he looked like he was in better shape at 275 in his last fight as opposed to this fight. And him breathing all extra hard and getting all extra ventilating, going after Wilder verbally, he was like very, what's the word I'm looking for? Extra ventilated or something. I don't know what was like. It's bizarre behavior to me. I know people are going to say, oh, that's fair. He's always been that type of character. Yeah, but something is off. I don't know, just me, something is off. But I'm still picking him to win logically, but I'm not too sure, man. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow night.
Well, I'll tell you what. Deontay Wilder seems to sense that there's something different about him.
Right. There's something weird about. There's something definitely off about Fury. Look again. Logically, I'm gonna pick him in because he's fooled everyone before. He's played these games before going into fights. So I'm not gonna, we're not gonna write him off or anything like that. And Wilder seems very calm. He seems very relaxed. And I know people wondering why is he at 238. I think he, as Don House says, is like, you have to learn to put on the weight correctly. And the fact that he punches people so hard when he was weighing lighter, when you weight lighter like around 212 or 219 or something like that, you're putting a lot of distress to your body, because when you punch that hard, you injure yourself as well, like your arm, your bicep, your hands, and some part of your bodies too, like your leg, whatever the case may be. So I can understand that front, but my only concern about Wilder coming at 238 is that will his endurance be compromised? I mean, he's always had great endurance, so there's no problem there. But would he be slowed down with the extra bulk? That's another question that's going in. So there's a lot of questions that can be answered tomorrow night. A lot of questions.
So at the weigh-in, if I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong, but Fury was wearing a shirt. His top, his chest was covered. His torso was covered.
Yeah.
So
that's bizarre. I don't know. Why didn't he take off his shirt?
Yeah.
He took off his shirt in his last weigh-in, I believe, in the last weigh-in.
Yeah.
So why didn't?
So I noticed yesterday at the press conference that
he was wearing a black top. He didn't take it off for the last weigh-in either, so he looked the same. He carrying, but this time he got a hat. He added a hat too. So yeah, go ahead, Fight Doctor.
Yeah, well, I just noticed that at the press conference yesterday, when from a certain camera angle, when you were looking at him, when I was looking at him, from like a profile, it just seemed to me like maybe he was carrying a bit of a spare tire.
Yeah,
that's what I thought I saw.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And the fact that he's breathing very hard too at that weigh-in, something ain't right.
Because he's out of shape. He's trying to knock Wilder out within 3 rounds. Like, see, the thing is, I was just listening to the breakdown, and they said if he can't get him out in the first 3 or hurt Wilder, he's in banging trouble, because Wilder can use his legs. He's got the movement, and that's what they're banking. Remember, again, the man didn't want the fight, bro. Wilder, I'm telling you what, I think Wilder gonna punish him, man. Absolutely punish him. Like just really, Wilder could knock him out and just punish him, but don't prolong it too long. You know, just if you could chance to take him out, you better take him out, because you let that go to the scorecards, bro. You know, you ain't. I don't. You know, they want. There's a lot of people want that Fury to win that fight. You know, they want Usyk and that Wilder. They want Usyk and Fury on that joint. I know they want to see that stuff, man. So you need to you get him on his chin. Yo, wait there and don't mess around. No showboating, no shucking, no twerking. Yo, clean him out. Clean him out. Like the old school, like Sonny Liston, like Mike Tyson. I'm from their cloth. You can't deal with me.
Yeah. You know the thing, dude. That's the thing, y'all thinking. Because if Wilder can make Fury work for the next first 2-3 rounds, he'll be gassed. He'll be gone. You know, from a endurance standpoint, because that breathing is very concerning, man. He usually never. Somebody brought this up in the comment section. He never usually breathed that hard. I never seen him breathe that hard in my life. Dude, getting all excited, extra. Like, yeah, that's very unusual. Because you see when he was talking to the, I think he was talking to a correspondent with BT Sport at the end of the weigh-in. He was like, he couldn't barely breathe. I'm like, dude, are you okay?
Yeah, you see, that's nervous energy, like Wilder said. But see, Wilder, even though it's nervous energy, the bottom line is the man has defeated every man thus far. And you know, I think it's a big get up for Wilder. Wilder's just, hey, listen, he go in there. Wilder needs to out him like Stavern. If he does him like Stavern, it'd be beautiful.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting, man. Now I'm on the fence on this one. I can't decide who's gonna win.
Just listen. What you mean, you're, bro? That's how you know yours. You see, you. I'm gonna call you splitter like YG. You know what I mean?
Call me a splitter all you want to, because I'm being very cautiously here on this, man. Like I said, logically,
bro.
Right. What I'm saying though, logically, Fury was, Fury. I'll favor Fury to win logically, but I'm not confident in this pick, man. I'm just being honest. I'm not confident that he'll win. In Fury, that is. I'm not confident in that.
He's a cheat, man. He's a cheat.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, that's what you say.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Dan. I'm picking Fury, but I'm not. I wouldn't bet on this fight. I don't think this is a good fight to bet.
Thank you. I was gonna say.
I mean, what's the over/under? Because if the over/under is like 7-8 rounds, and maybe I would be tempted to bet the under. But in terms of who's going to win, this is not a good fight to bet on.
No.
Smack him apart, man. Oh, Wilder smacks him into next week. Stops this beef. We need to stop this beef ASAP. You know what I mean? AJ's on the ropes. Wilder gets his belts back. Hey, and Wilder going to talking this. Wilder going to start dictating terms and saying, "Listen, I want my money." You know what I mean? The zone. Well, who wants to bid me out? You know what I mean? Fury. We ain't want to see Fury, and then Fury can talk all he wants. You know what I mean? And Fury can talk all he wants. Yeah. AJ is the cash cow. Ain't no one trying to see Usyk. You know what I mean? So we need to don't even look at Usyk. Bring AJ out here. If he brings AJ out, I think AJ gonna get stretched out though. I'll tell you right now. Wilder,
Go ahead.
Wilder will knock him out. I like AJ. AJ's my guy, but I think Wilder gonna knock him out.
It depends. I mean, how Wilder looks tomorrow night. So if he looks very good, man, then oh boy.
Yeah.
Now, I'll tell you one thing.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Malika Scott, boy, his stock rise too as a trainer. If he's able to transport Deontay Wilder, as people say he will do, then hey, Malika Scott's gonna get a lot of clients, man. A lot of people are gonna call him and say, hey, can you train me?
That's a good point.
Yeah, he'll probably get called trainer of the year if he can turn this around for Deontay. We'll see.
Hey, you know what? Trainer of the year. Why not? Trainer of the year. Why not? Came out of nowhere, brought Wilder back his belts. Because I just don't see the Javon Hill. Let me listen. When you go to Javon Hill, Andy Lee, you got the Kinahan situation. You got so much factors in what you're seeing. I'm like, yo, these people, these people are shady. Wilder gave this man an opportunity to get his belt, and this man spurned him. I had to take him to court just to get a shot at my own belts that I gave. I let you know, man. And even in the draw, Wilder could have said, yo, you know what? Allow it. But you see, Eddie Hearn was blocking him, and now Eddie Hearn's out on the cold. See, all the thing is, Eddie Hearn made that fight with Wilder, AJ. This thing would have been over a long time ago. One undisputed champ. AJ would have fought Wilder, and then Fury could have came in and said, "Yo, let's fight Fury
Right.
as a thing." But now, as it happens, but we see hey, listen, it's one of the most anticipated fights in boxing. People say they don't want to see it, but it's must see, man.
Yeah, the same people who didn't want to see are the same people, are the same AJ fans who still can't get over the loss with Usyk. Now they're saying, okay, we want to see the Wilder fight now.
We got some stuff backstage. Hold up, we got some stuff backstage between Fury. I'm gonna play it.
Oh yeah, that was before the weigh-in, man.
You cannot spark out. You and your pussy old bums next to you. You and a bitch's haircut. Fuck you. I tell you what, fat boy, do too. Rip you to pieces, you pussy.
Yeah, bruv. Tell him, bruv. That guy looks like Fury hardcore as well,
Oh, his brother Shane, right?
Yeah, the brother looks like Fury just with hair, man. He looks like him, bruh. Get a haircut.
Yeah, they have the same mother, same father. So yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna smash him, and I'm gonna say rest in peace.
He's coming. He's coming, the Undertaker.
This one's for the Undertaker.
Yeah. The Undertaker hat coming in.
I'm gonna smash him, and I'm gonna say rest in peace.
So that's why he was wearing that hat. He was coming in like the Undertaker. Fury's funny. He's a showman all the way, isn't he? That man's coming in like the Undertaker, bro. That's funny. Hold up. Is this the Undertaker? This is the Undertaker talking right now. Hold up. Let me see what he said.
Look down at him and say,
Mark Calloway?
just for me, look down at him and say, rest in peace.
This one's for the Undertaker. I'm here today in your hat, sir. I'm going to smash him, and I'm going to say rest in peace.
Wilder better not let the Fury grab him. He got that WWE. He gonna give him the Von Erich claw. Wilder better be careful of that, man. He gonna squeeze Wilder's head out.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm gonna jump off. I wanted to jump off real quickly, but I'll talk to you later. All right.
All right, man. Peace out, Dan. That's
Dan the
peace out. Take care, Dan. That's Dan the man. Yeah, shout out to Dan the man. Yeah, Wilder messes with them wrestlers, man. He gonna give him the Von Erich claw, man. Shit. Wilder better be careful, man. He messed with them wrestlers because remember he was over there doing that wrestling skint for a bit. Boy. Well, anything else you guys want to add? I mean, to this epic, epic card. It's historic though. It's a really good card though, right?
Well, it's all heavyweight cards, so hopefully we get a couple of good fights. But I'm just hoping that we get a good fight in the main event.
Yeah, the main event. Well, the main event. Well, so what do you think about me and Rob Gutty was talking about Frank Sanchez versus Effie Ajagba? What do you think?
I'm thinking Sanchez. Ajagba has never impressed me. I've never been a big fan. I never really thought much of his boxing ability. So, this guy from Cuba, if he holds true to his Cuban heritage, he should be able to soundly outbox Ajagba.
I said to Rob Gutty, I said that. What about Robert Helenius versus Adam Kaneki? So
I actually picked Kaneki in that, but and I actually watched the first fight. Kaneki did get out. He got knocked out. I think it was because essentially he just couldn't get out of the way of punches. Mm-hmm. So hopefully he has addressed his lack of defense situation. And I actually picked him, but I don't know. I've never been big on either of those guys, to be completely honest.
They got Jared Anderson on the card, 9-0, bro. It's a nice card,
Yeah, that's a big Russian guy that he's fighting. The guy's huge.
The guy's only lost. He's got more bouts than him as well. But where's the last time he fought? Let me see the last guy. Vladimir, innit? One of them guys. He's from originally from Russia. He's 23. Woo! He's 23 with 12 knockouts, right? When's the last time he fought? He fought, bro. He fought in 2009. That he gonna get knocked out. Fight doctor.
Wait, last time this guy fought was 2009.
Yeah, he fought in Jamaica as well. Kingston. He fought in Jamaica. He had 2 fights in Jamaica, bro. Both of them went to decision. Actually, referee stopped contest in both of them. My man fought in Jamaica, Jeez.
Where do they find these guys?
This guy fought in 2009. J-Rock's on the card as well. against the same guy, Vladimir, another guy with Vladimir Hernandez. Yo, these are like Russian and Mexican together, right? So J-Rock's on the card. Edgar Berlanga, the 17-0 super. He looks like heir apparent for the super middleweight division. This guy, you know about Edgar Berlanga? You know about him, Fight Doctor?
I've heard of it, but I haven't seen him fight.
The savage, man. He's actually savage, that kid. They got top rank, they got PVC, and let me say something this, right? Long live PVC ESPN card. Long live that, right? I'm not seeing Helena's on the scales, by the way, right now. Long live the PVC and them. They need to get together and make more fights together. Now, if they've listen to this now, Fight Dollar. If they've made the fight between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury on 2 different networks, right? Then you can damn sure make Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, right? But I don't think Spence wants it, though, innit?
Well, I think it's more politics than anything. So look, in this instance where you have Top Rank with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder with the PBC, both sides are pretty much equal in terms of their promotional prowess, in terms of their influence, in terms of the fighters themselves, in terms of what they bring to the table. But when you look at the situation with Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, the thing's a little bit more lopsided. Terence Crawford has essentially been, flopping around in obscurity since he moved up to 147, whereas, Errol Spence, with the politics that work in his favor, he's pretty much been the showcase. He's been able to pick and choose who he wants to fight, and he's essentially the man at the division in terms of his drawing ability. Mm-hmm. So things are not the same. Mm-hmm. So if you're PBC, if you're that side of the street, well, you say, well, why do we need to fight you? What do you bring to the table? I mean, yeah, of course, it's Terence Crawford, but what has Terence Crawford done since he moved up to 147 outside of beating what's his name?
I reckon they said that. That's why I reckon they said like Olive Branch by sending them over Sean Porter, because they're just giving them samples. If you can do Sean Porter, then we go, what's up, Kyle? Then you can do. Then we gonna put Errol Spence. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, this is his last fight under the Top Rank banner, allegedly, supposedly. Mm-hmm. So I fully expect that. If Terence Crawford wants to fight the names over at PBC, then he'll become a PBC fighter. That's what I would expect should happen, especially if he wants to fight Errol Spence. Listen, I don't think the jury's still out on Errol Spence. This eye surgery, I don't know that we'll ever see him in the ring again, to be completely honest.
What's your take on Bob Arum, like being two-faced? 1 minute saying, oh man, the politics in boxing, they're treating Teofimo Lopez bad, and then one of the commentators said, one of the press said, well, hold on, you're the one who didn't want to pay him. What's your take on Bob Arum getting caught out on his lies? So
Bob Arum accused Al Heyman of being a cancer to the sport.
Is that what he said?
Yes.
Oh,
I think the same is true. I think the same is equally applicable to Bob Arum. Mm-hmm. The difference is that Bob Arum has been a cancer to the sport of boxing for a whole lot longer than Al Heyman has been. Mm-hmm. So that's a case of pot calling the kettle black.
Yes, sir.
Listen, the sooner Bob Arum drops dead, the better off boxing will be. I
don't know, but I felt that way about HBO, but all I do is watch HBO fights. It's funny, bro. I'll be honest with you. I just feel they need to look. All these guys just want to make the biggest fights and get paid. That's what boxing used to be. Everyone used to get paid. Everyone was happy. People trying to hold on to stuff that they ain't got. No one cares. No one cares what you're trying to hold on to. No one cares. AJ, they try to hold on to AJ. The sand is dropping out the hourglass. You're gonna lose to someone, even Manny Pacquiao, the great Manny Pacquiao. You lose to guys who you should lose to. Shea Mosley. Some guys you lost to, you should never have lost to. So these guys should make the biggest fights for boxing. All you're doing is draining the sport. They talk about YouTubers, will do something about it. Do something about it. If you don't do something about it, then someone else will. So Bob Arum is starting to do that. He behaved himself now. He ain't talking ish about with Al Heyman. He's learned his lesson. And Al Heyman doesn't even come to talk to him. You know, when the PVC fight with Shawn Porter goes, Al Heyman don't want to talk to him, sniff him, because he's gonna deal with the Watsons, and that's how that's gonna be. So don't be talking. I remember when he came over, he was talking ish about Al Heyman. Everyone just looked at him like, but no one's seen Al Heyman, so why are you talking about him? So, you know, these things, yeah. Bob Arum brought to himself. Eubanks complaining about he was supposed to have a third opponent they pulled out. Well, the reason why Eubank, yeah, is because you want to fight bums. You know, that's what it is. Until you want to step up and fight actually world level opponents, yeah, then that's what's gonna happen, man. You know what I mean? Eubank should be fighting the Charlos, contending for the Charlos, and this. You know what I mean? We don't want to see your bum brigade. You ain't earned the right to sit there and pay money or whatever the bullshit is to sit there and let us see you fight pure bums. You know what I mean? I don't want to see that stuff. I know I do rant. I rant on for a bit still. Let me get back to what I'm saying. Kyle, so Kyle, why you just jump in, Kyle, and give your piece, bro? You know what I mean? Talk your piece. Rob Guy, you want to say anything? Nope. What we're saying, if you guys ain't saying, I'm gonna bounce, bro. I'm gonna bounce, and we're gonna get ready for tomorrow evening. We have a card. Let me see. We have a card in England. My man talked about Rob Guy. Talked about the card in England. Let me see. Top Ring Magazine. Let me see. Oscar De La Hoya was making pops at Eddie Hearn as well. It's hilarious, man. Oscar's not a good trash talker, to be fair. He's too much of a nice guy to try and change his character after this many years. Not gonna. Liam Smith versus Anthony Fowler. I don't really care about that.
I'll tell you what. Oscar De La Hoya makes the best home videos. I don't care what anyone says. He makes the best home videos.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Like you talking about the fishnets? You talking about that?
The last couple of videos he made, where he has the floozy girlfriend who's in the background, who's, you know, talking to him, and you know he's obviously drunk and high on something. Mm-hmm. And you know the one where he picks somebody he picked Teofimo Lopez to beat his fighter Ryan Garcia.
Oh man, really?
Yes. Oscar De La Hoya, Ryan Garcia's promoter, picks another promoter's fighter to beat his guy.
Wow. One of the things have mental problems. The one he's got mental problems.
Yeah, the guy, like I said,
Ryan Garcia. Go ahead.
Oscar De La Hoya makes the best home videos. Okay, must see TV, no question.
Yeah. What's Kyle saying? It's easy for you to call people names, online, because in person you would never ever make eye contact with them. Yeah, so people are like that. They talk greasy. You know what I mean? At some point, boy, listen, this is gonna come to a head. Oscar De La Hoya, where on the Tyson 3 come like the Undertaker. That's why he's wearing that hat. Wilder looks prim, 100% shape. Wilder's crazy, you know. He's just crazy, but I hope for boxing the guy wins. You know what I mean? For boxing's sake, you know. I didn't want Andy Joshua to lose, but you couldn't deny Usyk that night, man. Couldn't deny Usyk, but I don't think maybe Usyk is another one as well. You know, Usyk never defended his belt. He never defended his undisputed belt, did he? He won them belts there. He just vacated it straight away, moved up. All these guys are looking for the biggest.
He made a defense against Tony Bellew.
Was that a unification bout?
That was his last fight at cruiserweight.
Did Tony Bellew have the WBC belt at that time?
No.
He vacated it, yeah?
No, Usyk was undisputed at cruiserweight, and his last fight was against Tony Bellew, which was at the cruiserweight limit.
We see when Evander Oliver was undisputed. Did he make a title defense? He made title defenses, didn't he?
I don't recall.
We had to unify, innit? You know, when he won the first belt against Khabib, he had to, you know, that's a title defense, but not undisputed. And let's see if he made undisputed title defenses. Tony Bellew, the Bomber Bellew. Oh dear. Tony the Bomber Bellew, you know, man, he's a company man now, innit, for Eddie Hearn, innit? There's this word over here in the UK called shielding, innit? Where you're shielding, you're protecting guys, innit? He's an AJ shielder or protector. That's what you guys call him over here, innit? AJ protector, innit?
Well, I mean, I'll say this about Tony Bellew. He has a wealth of boxing knowledge. I enjoy hearing his analysis of fights.
Yeah. All right. So I've got it here, right here. Yeah. Yeah, Tony Bellew vacated the belt because Junior Carbell came back because he won the vacant belt and then he defended it against BJ Flores and then he vacated it. A year later, he was David Hay once, David Hay twice. And then he fought Usyk later in that year, and that was it. And Usyk at that point, Usyk picked up the WBC cruiserweight belt. Yeah, Junior Carbo is the guy right now. He's going against Daradola. That's a good fight, actually. That's going on December. That's a good fight. I'm interested in that. Daradola is a tough guy, tough Nigerian, actually. But anyway, yeah, it was interesting. Fury's overweight, but it don't matter. It's a heavyweight division. What it don't mean? One punch, a couple of punches, and you could be outboxing someone and you get clipped. And then you know you're on wobbly streaks, man. My final prediction is Deontay Wilder will knock out Tyson Fury and get me, and that's it. Fight Doctor, make your prediction. Go ahead.
I like Fury, but like I said, I would not bet on this fight. Listen. If Wilder can, right some of the wrongs from that second fight, who knows what might happen. He might catch him with another two-piece combo like he did in the 12th round of the first fight, and this time maybe Fury doesn't get up.
Yeah, that's a possibility. Rob Gotti, go ahead. Final prediction, buddy. I guess he's not there. Let me hear from David Hay quickly. See what David Hay's chatting before we leave.
Hulk Hogan and the Iron Sheik out of retirement. He'd dress them up in their lycra and he'd have them out in the middle of the tournament. And why not? It would look fantastic. But Dave's absolutely right. Saul Canelo Alvarez against Caleb Plant, the first ever full unification of super middle, is going to be shown live on BT on November the 6th, if I'm not mistaken, from the same T-Mobile arena. Those two got into it. Saul caught him with his fingers, broke Caleb's glasses, and a bad cut under his eye. If that were to happen today, that's a massive business. Millions involved. So I understand what Bob's doing, but Dave's right. Give us a cage, give us a stage, give us someone in the middle, give us a little bit of colour, give us a bit of drama, give us a feel of what we've got tomorrow.
I wouldn't want to take it away because that's part of it. You want to see both fighters looking into each other's eyes, really giving some verbal. There's a way to do it and make it safe. Put something between the fighters.
Do you think they want to do it?
Yeah, both of them. Every fighter, 100%. Both fighters want to look into each other's eyes and let the other one know you're going to get it tomorrow.
But there's an interesting thing here, and it's an expression I've been using all week, and it's real fights don't need fake fights, and that's true because there's so much animosity here. And what's really interesting, and I'm intrigued to see what Dave says about this. There's not an ounce of respect. They have no respect for each other. You can hate people, but you generally have respect for them. Joe Frazier, Muhammad Ali, hated each other, respected each other. These two, they've got no respect at all. Not an ounce of respect. I find that really odd, Paul.
One day, might it all change, you think, when all this is behind us?
Would be nice, wouldn't it? Because you'd like to think that old pros, as they get older, they shake each other's arm. Look at David. One minute they're rolling around the floor in Munich, then they fight each other. That's nasty. 10 years later, him and Derek are inseparable. They're like two lost brothers.
Yeah, I definitely think the respect factor with Fury was lost in the second fight. He felt so little coming back from Wilder. He's like, why should he respect him? He respected him after the first fight when he got put down so heavy. He came in such the right mindset.
There's a matter of honour attached to this from Fury's side as well, David, though, isn't there? He was personally slighted by the things they invented.
I don't think that wound him up. I think that went the other way. I think that made him lose respect for him. And by losing respect for him, he lost respect for him as a boxer, not as a human being. And you can't get the two mixed up. Just because you say something after a fight doesn't mean your right hand doesn't knock the other person out. So look at him as a technical point of view, and you get it right.
That was earlier on anyway. That was David Hayes' take, and it's true. I don't think they respect each other at all, and that's why I feel it's going to be an epic fight. Hopefully on the level of Marquez and Pacquiao, where you have four great. Man, I might even watch them trilogies, man. I enjoyed the first fight. Pacquiao's knocking out Marquez, but Marquez came back, and that's what Fury's like, man. He's gonna come up. Maybe Fury ends Wilder and puts him out, puts him to sleep, or maybe Wilder ends him. We will find out. Thanks for coming over, Rob Gotti. Your last words: going once, going twice, going 3 times, gone. We will see you tomorrow evening after in the 12th round. If it goes 12th round or any knockout early, I will be in live. I will not cover the fight as it is live. I will cover straight after the event. So thanks for coming over, Fight Doctor, Rob Gotti, you guys in the chat, Kyle Burton, the rest of the guys in the panel, and we are out. Peace.
Peace.
Yo, Fight Doctor.